Hey guys, Crystal here from ChristaCoDesign. Today we're making the Liguria Scarf, and it's this beautiful teal blue color. I am using a Red Heart Soft. It's a number 4 medium worsted weight yarn. And this is a One Skein pattern. I think it's 246 yards in this ball of yarn. So you want to make sure yours has at least that much, and if you want a longer, 256, okay. 256 yards of yarn to make this One Skein Scarf. Our width is just under 5 inches and our length is 60 inches of a finished scarf using one ball of Red Heart Soft. So if you would like a larger scarf, wider or longer, make sure you get 2 balls of yarn. I am using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, size I9. Okay, so we are going to start by chaining 17 for for a width, and the stitch multiple is a multiple of 4 plus 1 more. So 16 is a multiple of 4, and then we add 1 more, 17. So if you wanted to make a wider one, you would add 4 to 17, and that would give you 21. If you wanted to make a smaller one, I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit here, then you would do 17 take away 4, which gives you 13. So that's how you adjust for the stitch multiple in this one. All right, so to make the pattern as written, we're doing a chain of 17. Okay, when you have 17 chains, we're going to go ahead and get started by working into the 6th chain. So we are not counting the loop on our hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to roll this over and work into this back bump here. And we are putting in the 6th chain 5 double crochets. So now I lost my count. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's because I'm covering it with my finger. We're going to do 5 double crochets in this first chain, which is the 6th chain from our hook. So there's 1. I'm just going to go back into that same spot and do that 5 times total. Okay, so we have 5 double crochets in our 6th chain from our hook, and these skipped chains here, we are going to count these top 3 as the first double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and then these are just skipped bottom chains. So I will put a stitch marker in the top of that skipped chain to indicate that it's my first stitch of the row, and that way I don't forget. Okay. Now we are going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to place 5 double crochet in that chain there. There we go, 5 double crochets there in that chain. Now we're just going to repeat that again. So we're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then work 5 into the next chain. Very good. Okay, so after your third repeat of 5 double crochets in 1 stitch, you'll have 3 chains left. We're going to skip 2 and place 1 double crochet in the last chain. Okay, we're going to have 17 stitches. This is our first, and then we have 5, 10, 15, and 1 more. Turn your work. Now for row 2, we're going to start with the chain 3. I use a chain 3 alternative, which I'll do for you now, and I can link up the slow step-by-step video tutorial for you if you need a little bit more info on that one. Okay, and then we're going to skip the first double crochet and work 2 into the next stitch. Skip. Now we'll chain 1, and we're going to skip 1 stitch, the middle, double crochet, and place 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Okay, now we're going to repeat by skipping 2, the last one here and the first one there, and placing 2 double crochets in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, 2 double crochets in the next. And we'll repeat that again. Skip 2, 2 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 1, 2 double crochets. Now we have our last stitch of that 5 DC shell there, and then our chain 3 that counts for our last double crochet. So we're going to skip that one, and we'll double crochet in the top of that marked chain there. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so our stitch count's staying the same because we have 5 stitches over each of those and a 1 and 1 to start. Now for row 3, we're going to start with our chain 3 again. Again, you can use chain 3 alternative or regular chain 3 is fine, just know that it counts as a stitch. All right, and we're skipping the first stitch. We're going to place 2 double crochets. Oh, sorry. We're skipping 2 stitches, and we're going to place 5 double crochets in this chain 1 space. So we've got 1, 2. There we go. Now we'll skip 4, skip these 2 and these 2, and we're going to place 5 double crochets in the chain 1 space. Skip 2, place 5. All right, so then we have these 3 stitches to account for at the end here. So we are going to skip 2 of them and just double crochet in the last. Now this is our chain 3 alternative, so hopefully you can see right up top there, that's where we're going to work into just like a regular stitch under those top 2 loops, which is one of the reasons I like that stitch a lot. Okay, so that's row 3. Now we're just repeating rows 2 and 3 for the length of this scarf. So next row would be just like this one, where you go and chain 3, skip 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, skip 1, 2 double crochets, and you repeat that across. Remember to skip 2 on the in-betweens here. At the end you'll skip 1 and just double crochet in the last stitch, and then you'll be ready to do a row 3 repeat, which is just our 5 shells in the center, chain 1, and a starting and ending double crochet. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you want to add fringe, you can do that. When you're all finished, you just keep repeating rows 2 and 3 until your scarf is at least 60 inches long. Anywhere between 60 and 76 inches is usually a nice length for scarves. I would say 60 is your very minimum. And I designed this one to be a one skein pattern, so it is a narrow scarf. So it's just under 5 inches wide, and then it is 60 inches, and that uses 256 yards, with a 5.5 millimeter hook of Red Heart Soft. So your gauge is not terribly important, but you know, if you're just using one skein, you want to be aware of that. Okay, I hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and you can check out the written pattern for the Liguria scarf on my website, ChristaCoDesign.com. Thanks for watching.